I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Gerry!
Sorry, I was just picturing you closing your eyes at 11. To that nice...
Hey, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Blaine?
Hello, Brian! How art thou?
We're drunker this time.
Never give Blaine
We had that last week, and he never used it.
He had the triangle the whole time and
he
never
kept-
used it.
Not only that,
Kept raising it.
He kept holding it
crazy.
up to his microphone, and then we would sputter off into silence, and then nothing.
It's like Chekhov's triangle. He just kept holding
Yeah.
it there, and we kept
I
waiting
was
for
like,
him
oh,
to use
fuck.
it. and then-
they put triangles in our bodies to control our minds. Ooh, something from Wrath of Khan. The even-numbered ones were
Not
good.
bad, check off.
Speaking of Chekhov, my wife's going to the grocery store. I have the place to myself for an hour. Woo! The wrong kind of Chekhov.
Got it. It took me a minute.
Anyway,
I don't do those kind of jokes that people get. It's not my thing.
It's
My thing.
alternative to comedy.
what happened last week? Or
Let's see.
10 minutes ago.
Don't sound so disgusted. Don't
Oh, the illusion. God. Yeah, so last week you guys to be honest, I'll be to be totally honest, in a bit
You
of
gave
a
blood today, and you're drinking?
Yes, I did.
Wait, did
Is
you
that why
give
you're
blood?
drinking?
How many pints did you give?
I don't know.
How long ago?
They seem very happy.
Be careful.
Okay.
he must
There's a
be
reason they
so
feed you those
drunk right
cookies.
now. Yeah, you give blood and there's a head on it. 2 points.
I do. I look like a junkie right now because they took all this
You gotta
precious
give blood between your toes, bro.
B negative blood.
Yeah, so you guys in a move that I did not expect, to be totally honest.
We did an insane amount
you-
of cool shit last time.
You blew the roof out of the tower opposite the one that you had explored a bit.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Dropped your ship down into it, and then blew up, much to the old necromancer who you've
We blew up
crossed.
like an old wizard's knickknacks.
Yeah.
Like his fucking tchotchke.
My hovel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They
Is
may be tied to
Sir
millions
Richard's
of souls.
way of making himself feel better about? Okay.
Look, here's the thing. Bahamut was very clear. Kill the collectors.
Yep.
This is progress.
Yeah.
Eggs and omelets.
This is religion right now.
Yeah. They didn't say kill the collectors and make sure that there's no collateral damage.
Right.
They just said ixnay on the collectors.
I think we got rid of a bunch of them.
I feel like we did.
So yeah, to catch you up,
We
if
saw
you
a lot
didn't
of them
listen
burning
last
up in the
week, yeah.
atmosphere.
These guys flew to the other side of the corpse planet, found the other end of the tower that apparently is the other end of the same gigantic structure around which this planet of bodies has built up. Along the way, you saw a collector dreadnought, spitting out thousands of bodies onto the surface of the planet, sort of offloading. And meanwhile, the rest of the fleet had been jumping in. You went around to the other end of the tower, flew up to the top, found that the top had some sort of fluid and spirit soul steam, and you blew a hole in the bottom of this terribly huge and disgusting bathtub and flew your ship down into it once it had drained, and shot the crystal that seemed to be the companion piece to the one you guys broke on the other end. After a brief conversation with the old necromancer, who warned you that if you broke the crystal, everyone would he just said everyone. You don't know what that means, but he said everyone would die, and then he seemed really upset as he sort of signed off, and you shot the crystal. And now you're flying back around to the other end of the planet
We
to
didn't
go
die.
Like a petulant fucking YouTube vlogger.
go put a plasma bolt into his head, and you found as you approached the tower that you'd originally left, the original side of the tower that you'd left, that it actually split off and was rising up into the air and was sort of looked like a massive escape vehicle. So, anticipating that he might do a low orbit, faster than light jump, you guys docked, and that's where we left off. You were about ready to venture back into the tower that you were in originally, searching for this necromancer. See if you can get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
That's where we left off. You guys were just opening the airlock hatch,
Let's hop out and kill Grandpa.
peering out into the hallway. Blaine, don't hold that triangle up and then smile like some shit's about to happen.
We finally found the thing that will upset Sark.
It's making me nervous because now I'm wondering what
I'm not
thing I'm
watching
about to say will trigger the dinner bell. So you guys open the airlock door, and hustle out into the hall. The only difference now, as opposed to the first time you were here, is you can feel the faint vibration of the tower moving. You can't really feel like any G-force or anything, but you can just feel the whole thing is very faintly sort of trembling. And you move into a hallway. I'm going to get my graph paper out here. Get my graph paper out and draw some maps, you guys.
You don't have to do
We should
Now-
Maps.
You're already a nerd.
we should look for a door that has like papers being delivered. Old people like papers.
Sarah's
That'll
Or
hold us
tea, if there's any tea around.
Yeah, if there's tea.
Or
A place without a dish, like he still has
anything with
cable.
fiber.
Yeah, fiber. These are just clues I'm throwing out.
Stacks of National Geographics.
I'm gonna look for
Stale things.
like a stock Plymouth Duster that looks really cherry. Like it's got like maybe 30,000 miles on it.
Hard candies. If there's any hard candies
A guy
around.
walking a dog wearing slippers. Old people love wearing their slippers to
They do.
walk their dogs.
So you guys move into, out ready for anything. You move out into an empty hall that it essentially forks left and right. It looks a little something like this. You can go left or right around what seems to be sort of a center area, and facing you on that center
I don't know,
directly.
Scott. So far, we've been fine going through your obstacles, like roofs and walls. Maybe we'll just go through the center.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, boy. Somebody's going to get punched in this one.
Low on blood and high on beer.
Surly drunk.
He called me by my real name, too. That's how you know I'm in trouble.
Who just snorted? Which one of you?
Sorry.
Sark, Matthew.
Which drunk asshole?
I interfered.
So you, as the airlock sort of slides open and you move into this first area, you're faced with a gaudy velvet painting
damn,
of
these paintings.
this guy riding like a centaur.
So we move the painting aside.
Yeah, do we go through the,
Wait, you
through
go
the
left
tube
or
or
right?
We look behind the painting
Yeah,
now.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you see. Okay, so you see one of the glass lenses.
Is he there? Is it dark?
It's just dark. Yeah.
So we could try to do the thing where we climb up all the lenses again to that room.
Now,
Jesus Christ, there has to be a better way.
Which
to
way is the
remember-
gravity?
yeah, remember
which
last
way's
time you
gravity
took-
going though? Is it like
gravity's normal.
All
It
right,
feels
gravity's
normal in
normal.
here. Yeah. But remember
Hopefully
last
the-
time
hopefully
you
the
guys
vent is still
used
working.
that sort of
We used the
shaft
Soul
Yeah.
elevator. I'm hoping that's still working.
because busting your way through the security lenses from here is like
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
a
like
long trip.
Oh, I just assumed the souls weren't still flowing, but are they?
We don't know.
oh
we'll go
yeah,
see-
you're not sure.
Let's
yet,
let's
yeah.
go
Well,
around
we'll
the
go find
go
out.
around the front of this. Take
It would
the
be
right
like
path.
Burj Khalifa, or what's
Right.
the Burj? Is that the
that?
name of
The
that building?
21st century version of that is actually that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the tallest building in the world.
Dubai?
It's in Dubai.
I got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom
just
Cruise
got a-
hung
I just
off
got
of
an
it in the
apartment
Brad
in
Pitt.
4 points.
Yes.
That movie's excellent, by the way. Brad Bird did a really good job. It's a good
Ghost
action film.
Protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mission Inwatchable.
Ghost
How-
Spider
what?
Call?
Inwatchable.
Spider
Right.
Call.
Okay.
Not on.
Yeah, that's what I thought Brian
My-
said.
Mission
said
quite
Spider Call.
watchable.
Did I say what?
Mission
I meant to say
Impossible.
Ghost Protocol.
Ghost
Spider Call.
Call.
I heard
That
Mission
sounds
Impossible
awful.
Spider Call.
I don't want to see that movie.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
new
do.
one?
Not in
That's
My-
what Brian. That's what we. I
my-
heard Brian
Oh, that's what
say.
you named
My
it?
son is so into spiders, it's crazy.
Really?
In
Oh,
Kids
spiders.
love bugs. Yeah,
should talk to
Spider-Man
Sark.
or
Sark loves
spiders?
them.
there. Yeah.
Sark
no
adores spiders.
I was washing my
proof
car
that there
today.
isn't a greater power.
There was one. I saw Sark one time took a whole bunch of spiders, just put them on his tongue, and let him crawl around. Is he crying?
He is crying.
Oh my god!
My kid loves Spider-Man, and I was in New York, where he lives, of course. And Rhodes was very my boy.
Your
was
son
very
lives in New
excited. No, Spider-Man. My son was very excited that I was going to where Spider-Man lives, and we faked a photo of me seeing Spider-Man. Is that awesome, or is that a
That's
shitty
cool.
dad?
No, I think it's
cool,
awesome.
right?
It's cool.
I think I've said before that my mom
No,
kept
you're a
track
terrible father.
my mom kept track of my first words, and I think my 7th word was Spidey.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
So it's
That's
many generations of.
They were just random sounds, but my baby said 2 things back to back out of nowhere. He said, I was like, how you doing? I'm like talking to him, and he goes, I don't know. You said, I don't know. And he went, Hitler. And it wasn't Hitler or I don't know at all, but it sounded like he said, I don't know and Hitler.
Oh my god! He's
Don't let him follow.
I'm from the future. I'm here to close Hitler's loop.
It's not that weird that your baby's first words would be Hitler.
My sister evidently
because
one
your
of the
second and
first,
third words in every conversation are Hitler.
like 4 points. My sister said early on, Dada is a dum-dum shitwagon, which someone then obviously used the word shitwagon.
Heard it from
How
a
old
friend
did she say that?
who-
She was like a kid.
Heard
Like
from a
it was a
friend
thing where I was like, "You guys are all lying," and they're like, "No,
Heard from
unfortunately,
another
we're not
human
lying.
messenger.
This is not a story we want out there."
Wait.
Podcasted
Her first
about.
words weren't that.
No, not her first words. One of her first complete things of like, "Hey,
Sentences.
I'm going to try a sentence.
Yeah.
Watch how this works." Was Dada's a dum-dum shitwagon.
And it's been optioned by a network.
Yeah, that's
Everybody hates Dada, the dum-dum shitwagon.
that's
So your
Xbox
mom-
Live status. Shit
Yes,
talk
that's
right
the
there.
thing.
That's
Your
like-
mom
Yeah.
clearly. Why was she calling him a shitwagon?
I like who knows, but they were on the cicada cycle. They were together for 17 years, then they were apart for 17 years. So and now they're back together. So I mean, if you were to tell me, "Oh, your mom said something horrible about your dad," it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure she did."
Yeah, he's
That
like,
makes
get me off
perfect
this
sense.
shit wagon.
Yeah,
And that's when they split.
move the shit wagon. It may have been the car. It may have been whatever. And then my sister's
Right.
like, "Watch this, motherfuckers."
Yeah, linked it all together.
The Akira burst of an early sentence.
Yeah, that's the best one I've ever heard. I hope that would be a valid YouTube comment even today.
Dada's
You're-
dum-dum shit wagon. Yeah,
Or you
that's
twist
like
it.
the Maya Angelou of YouTube
Yeah.
comments. Like they sent a poet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put something racist in there, and it's perfect.
Yeah, my
put
my
some
kid
bronze
said
on
something.
Gay bashing and
my
you know.
kid said something unrepeatable very early on.
Oh,
Jerry saw that.
End of story.
Oh, by the way, after he said Hitler,
He called my mom a cunt. No, I'm kidding.
what? Oh,
Brian.
But he does hate your mom.
My mom doesn't listen to this, thank
Yeah.
God.
Oh, look, believe me.
I didn't even know that swear word until I think probably I was in high school, and then
That's correct. High school.
and then I heard it or read it once, and then you know how words mean nothing unless you've heard them in context. So
Right.
I thought forever the swear word for like at least a year was Kurt, and I didn't understand how it also was like people's name.
Oh, so
and,
you
like,
were
Wow.
you
I
were
thought-
also a
messing up,
word that
cunt.
meant
I thought that's how you spelled couldn't.
That's some franked up
And you
Steve
grew
right
up
there.
in your high school was in the Village.
yeah, exactly a normal
yeah.
The movie The
My
Village.
family
The
didn't-
movie The Village.
My
M. Night-
family
M.
didn't
Night
swear,
Shyamalan.
so it was like I
Shyamalan
was very
that
sheltered.
didn't
And I went to high school in Minnesota, so there was a lot of you know.
My daddy's a shit wagon.
When did you start playing D&D though?
When I was 11.
That's
That's correct.
That is impressive. It took me high school, and then the guy, the dungeon master, was a dick, so I didn't play.
Many first dungeon masters are dicks.
That's my same story.
It's a
in
power
eighth
trip.
grade.
It's a power trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy, he's a fucking asshole. Like the jocks were
Yeah.
nicer
That's
to
why
me
we
than
love
the
Sark.
dungeon master.
Yeah. My kid, I went to Sunday school with him and went to Christian camp, and he was a dick. And he ran the D&D thing. And I was like, I do not want, I want to play so bad,
But
not
not with you.
because it's his club. Ugh.
I think the worst thing when I would be, the rare occasions that I would be DM'd, the worst thing to me, the worst crime a DM can commit is not being willing to fix a mistake or change being inflexible
Like
on
admit
a
they
thing.
were wrong.
Yeah, and even if story-wise, if something's not
Fonzie was the
working,
worst.
then fucking dump it and get on with something cool and don't drag out. I've played weeks and weeks of an adventure that I knew was going to be stillborn within 2 hours, and the guy just wouldn't. It's like, no, just trash it and get us into something fun. But yeah, it's a pride thing.
Yeah.
Fucking dungeon masters.
Controlling.
Sons of bitches, dumb
The
shit
best
wagons.
dungeon masters are self-loathing dungeon masters.
That's right.
Like Mr. Sark.
Yeah, I guess I lucked out.
As long as they're not elf-loathing.
Hey, do me a favor.
Ding.
Give yourself a ding for that. Thank you.
No points.
Wood Elf Allen.
Hey, that was our deleted scene.
Yeah.
What were we
all
just
right.
talking
Man,
about?
okay.
Now that
Hey, D&D guys,
Yeah.
what do you say?
Let's. That's all going to be on the director's cunt.
okay.
I snorted.
Okay, so you are. We haven't even made it into the hallway yet. Left or right, essentially.
I was giving you the option of straight just because,
yeah.
Wait, do you want to
Kool-Aid
just
Man style.
shoot your hand up the
As a matter of fact, I do.
lenses?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my dice out. First, so now, again, in case you missed this episode, or several episodes, Sir Richard has a gauntlet granted to him by Bahamut that can shoot out a beam of light, sort of like what Iron Man has. He's been firing them into these security camera style lenses in hopes of there's an outside chance that he gets the range and position just right, and it fires either a beam or a horrible Hiroshima style camera bulb flash into the other end of it. So that's what he's trying.
I'm just
So-
waiting for the time it bounces around a bunch of mirrors and then comes out.
The way
next-
we
the
do
next hole
this
and
is
shoots
I
himself.
roll percentile dice. I have a, well, I guess I can tell you. There's a 25% chance that you just accidentally get it right. So every time you've done this, that's what I've rolled. So I'm rolling percentile. I guess I don't need to hide
No,
this
I'll
now.
roll my attack
Actually,
roll
I
with
do
my
need to.
depleted uranium.
So I
dice.
hide this roll
Like it.
because you don't actually know what happens.
Clonk.
3.
Right.
I rolled a 3.
Dinky.
Maybe if your dice actually rolled, you'd get some decent numbers.
Oh boy.
That is a D&D slam.
Everyone's getting belligerent.
Roll your
up in
dice.
here.
He's full of punch sauce.
Okay.
I've only had half a beer. Well, 3/4.
Yeah, but like on your planet, that's like having 9 beers.
Ding.
All right. All right. So you step up to the lens. The gauntlet flashes. There's no way to tell.
That's like our that's our signature thing. Ding dong. We're
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Want to go left or you want to go right?
Say right.
All right. Bart makes executive decision.
Right's good.
I'm going to mark this map here to show that you flashed this one. All right. You move down into the right hall, and as you move down this hall, it runs parallel, it seems, to the one on the left. After a few moments, farther than you could see in the dim, sort of red-tinted lighting of these.
Hey, can we, sorry to interrupt,
Yep,
can
yep.
we mark, I know that the inside can change, but do we want to carefully mark which way back to our craft in case we need to even just with shit on a wall, like chalk
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
wall. All right.
Okay.
We can nick the paintings. Or
Yeah.
We'll
Scratch
slash
the
the
wall.
painting.
There's paintings, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but there's paintings lining this entire tunnel. Just like it's not the one that you landed in before, because you guys were taking first available, but it's the same
deal.
same sort of look
A
and vibe
boring
down here.
architect.
Down a few moments down this hall, though, you see that there's sort of an opening on the left side, and you see that it is actually sort of a series of islands almost. So it's like 2 halls that are joined every 100 feet or so. You kind of poke your head around and look back, and it looks like it just goes back to where the ship is. So you start to get a sort of the lay of the land here. Every now and then, slashing a painting. Is that your breadcrumb trail?
Just so we can get back.
All right, and
Not every now and then. I'm slashing everyone.
all of them. Okay, and they all sort of leak that
Delicious fluid.
light tarish black, ooze, and also
Like rotten cum.
Jesus Christ.
Good night.
Isn't that the capital of Denmark?
I keep trying to ring the triangle. It's not working now. You broke it.
the paintings that sit
Can't
on
believe
the
it didn't go off at rotten cum.
the paintings that sit on the end of the little islands, the center hallways, as you guys sort of are slashing all these paintings up, those are the ones that you find lenses behind. They're not behind every single one, just every 100 feet or so. You're heading in the direction that you headed initially when you landed, in hopes, I think, if I understand right, you're hoping to find that soul shaft
elevator, yeah.
still in operation.
Soul shaft.
This tunnel, let me compare it to mine. What was that? Was that a busted triangle right there?
Yeah. I'm breaking the lenses.
You're breaking bad.
Okay. Several hundred
I hope
feet
you're not afraid of the dark.
farther down this passage, the 2 passages sort of connect again, which sort of seems to sort of end off this art gallery style couple of hallways that you have traversed now. It turns into one hall, and I'm just going to sketch that here very quickly. And then the hall that it turns into is blocked by 2 heavy iron doors, which you haven't seen anything like that yet.
That's promising, maybe.
Or at
These
least to
old
the
assholes on the other
engine
side of
exhaust.
that.
Let's approach.
We open it up. It's the emptiness of space.
Yeah, exactly. I say we approach and check
How
it.
do these doors work?
There's no handle or anything on your side. Touching them you don't feel like a cold or a
No
hot.
cold, no
or
heat.
Can
anything.
Stargoyle squeeze through a little bit of a crack in there to do a little recon?
Well, he still needs, even though he's technically not a substance, he still needs room to get through.
Is
so.
this maybe something that happened after the rocket took
Yeah.
off? That's okay.
That's what
I
I'm
see. I see.
thinking.
I see. So climbing up. Now, where were the elevators?
Wait, are we sure the old asshole isn't in the rocket? Or not?
No,
We think he is, and so are we now.
That's why he's flying it.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Where were the elevators last time that we came upon?
You guys entered through. I have that map. Here
Like, do we have a
somewhere.
sense of where we might find, or are we just like
You're in a
isolated
you're in a totally different.
But we
chunk
also
of-
don't necessarily feel that it went to warp either. Like it doesn't, or maybe we would have no idea.
Yeah, you haven't felt any change.
So you think you should get back in the ship?
It remains a possibility that we could try and breach from above like we did before at the last one, but I'd hate to be either in transit or in the ship.
Is there any way we can pry at these doors, see if they're airtight, see,
Yeah, you lean on them a bit, and they give.
Okay.
It doesn't
Well,
feel
then I'm
like
not
a
worried about
bulkhead, really. It
All
just
right.
feels more like a security.
Several
That
of
seems
us
okay,
have
then.
Okay.
north of 20 strength.
should we just break them
if
down?
we could work
let's
together,
give a
we could
pushy.
Yeah.
try. Yeah.
All right, so then This is where, and somebody schooled us on this one time, and I don't remember how it worked. The team-up strength check. It was something about reducing difficulty. I don't fucking know.
Sounds good.
I don't know.
Just do it.
Love it.
Second edition.
Second edition?
Just do it.
All right. I like it.
We're not going to be in the 4th edition for very
No,
long.
in fact, dear listeners, we all brought our second edition books in case we had time to convert. I don't think we will this week, but I think I'm gonna do some homework and see if I can't just convert everybody's characters. And then we
Back to second. Yay.
Technically, if your mother's second edition, then you
Regression.
too are second edition.
only because not that I think fourth sucks, but since our table isn't conducive to maps, and so much of fourth is sort of
Why are you
Damn
going out of
non-map
your way
conducive
not to
table.
shit on the 4th
Well,
edition?
also our style of play is not that battle map kind of play.
And that's another. There's a whole bunch of reasons that lead to the side effects of it are that you guys care less about your abilities because they don't seem to matter as much, and then I don't
And we
know
like
how
some
to,
nice old-fashioned D&D.
Yeah, so
Well,
we're
some
gonna
of our listeners have been asking us to do it for a while, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Fourth edition
Get out
sucks.
Or to figure out
10 points.
or to figure out 4th edition, which we just never
Yeah,
did.
right.
Hey, could you guys stop with
isn't
4th
gonna
edition?
fucking happen.
I really like 4th edition, and you're
What's
terrible
going on
And
with
we
the
can't
new
play
one?
Pathfinder
I like
because
fourth, but
Pathfinder
I don't know
with
what I'm fucking
Brian
doing half
Posehn
the
and
time.
friends doesn't have the same ring to it, right?
No.
Well, wait. That's why it's not Dungeons and Dragons and Nerd Poker and Friends. It's Nerd Poker. It's,
Okay.
This isn't D&D.
We could
Nerd
even
So
play
you
poker.
could do
We could play
Pathfinder, but-
whatever.
we could play
wanted.
poker with like a Star Trek deck.
This is awesome.
I would play Pathfinder.
we
We
can
are off
actually
the
play poker
rails.
and make it nerdy.
Yeah.
What about Wrathfinder? Hey, buddy.
What about Fizzbin? That would be nerdy.
So we've moved 10 yards? In
Yeah.
this,
No, you've moved.
let's fucking run.
You moved,
Yeah. So what's the
several
store?
hundred feet. So
it has give.
you let's get some D20s out and we'll
Yep.
do a
Let's
team,
take a quick break and then let's do that. Yep.
a group
Yeah.
door breakdown.
We're back. It's not like the break is long, you asshole. Like
That was really long. I forgot what we were doing. What were we
Seemed
doing?
like
we're
forever.
gonna roll 20s.
All right.
Okay.
So this is not technically totally accurate, but what's the strength stat on you guys right now?
I'm 21.
Yeah, I'm at 20.
I'm 20.
So you guys are all the equivalent of like 18s and 17s.
I'm a 15, so.
In,
Mine's a 12, so I'm like 3 Blaine Capatches.
Ooh, are we going to do our first fully second edition style roll right now? I think we should. So if you're, I'll have to look later. Fuck it though. If you're 21, then your strength is 18. If you're 20, your strength is 17.
I like it.
Which isn't really totally fair, but for now that'll just be what we do. So let's roll strength checks and three of you have to Blackie. This one what's your strength at?
My strength is 12.
So this is above your pay grade on this one. So the 4 of you guys roll strength checks. No modifiers, no subtractions, nothing. But 3 of you have to pass. If
What am I at 15 strength? What is my.
we'll say, so 15 is 3/4
close.
of
14.
18 divided by 4 is 5, 15. Yeah,
14?
14.
All right.
If,
That's
if
number
we're rolling,
one.
If we're rolling second edition, I just got it.
Yeah?
I rolled a 15.
All right, that's good. That's good. That's 3. And then, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Wait, you're trying to roll under.
We're rolling under now.
That's
Yeah,
just
no
to remind
difficulty
everybody
checks.
what the.
We're gonna have to do
Welcome
we'll have to do like a very brief second edition. Not that we're like scholars on it, but we'll do like a second
Oh, I'm
edition.
kind of a scholar.
101 and explain how our
written
rolls
books.
change slightly, but essentially
They're more
it's
like manifestos.
you roll directly against your stat and you try and roll beneath it rather than beating a difficulty check, which just seems like a sort of a pain in the ass to add that extra math in there, but whatever. Yeah, all 4 of you guys passed your technically 3rd edition is the magic that we skipped, but
We're all over
out of which grew
D&D
Pathfinder.
map.
Yeah, you guys annihilate this door. It makes almost musical tones as it creaks off the hinges, and
The vacuum.
Triangle T's again.
he changed his mind. We alley-ooped that. All right, yeah, the door
Welcome to the vacuum of space.
warps and then
Turn into your character.
Close the
sheets. I'll
goddamn
see you
pod
all
bay
in-
doors, Hal. I'm not paid to heat the whole goddamn solar system.
yeah, the door crumples inward once it reaches sort of the.
Once my wife backs into it. God sakes, honey. Women drivers, am I right?
Okay, beyond the door, there's a short hall, and there's 2 doors on the right side.
Where they're laughing and drinking and having a party. That's 2 doors down.
Yeah, there's 2 doors on the right
I was
side.
like, wait, is
Ding.
that LMFAO? What?
2 doors on the left side, and the end of this hall, you see the faint sort of gray light of the shaft area.
Elevator.
Head towards the shaft.
Okay, so you move down the
Do we
hall.
want to check these doors, though?
For treasures.
Right.
Sir
was my
Richard,
thinking.
dismissively. You idiot.
Sure thing, Jack.
So we check the doors up.
You look
Let's,
for treasures on the left.
Well, yeah, let's go right and
The
left.
treasures
Check
on
my
the right.
pockets for hot dogs.
Oh.
All right, so then as you move past the doors, you try them, see if they're open, carefully peek your head in if they are, cautiously anticipating, any sort of somebody in there or booby traps or whatever.
Boobies.
And you see both the doors on the right look similar to the rooms that you found when you guys first docked. They're filled with bits of tubing and little construction odds and ends,
Conduit
some old
and whatnot,
lens,
right.
Yeah.
lens stuff. The doors on the left, though, they have.
There's like a fashion bug, a Forever 21.
No, the door on
I
the
attack them.
the door on the left.
$5 sunglasses.
It has suspended on the walls. The first door on the left, suspended on the walls are skeleton, some type of skeleton. They some of them look human. There's several of them on the walls. One of them looks like maybe it's a halfling or a dwarf. It's hard to say. One of them is not human at all, but they're hung up.
Are there any
And
pumpkins or witches?
Wait, they're not our skeletons, are they? We're not in the Twilight Zone, right?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But that was
They were
that's
stuck
a
in a
good.
trash can the whole time.
But you can see that this room has the folds of the skin have been sort of pulled back and pinned to the wall, sort of around the skeleton. So it looks like
This
they
guy's
were.
a gross
Yeah,
old
he
asshole.
Really is gross.
Yeah.
And I'm going to really fuck him up. Hey, is there anything magical in here that looks shiny or any sort of bags of holding? Or
No,
wands
only,
or-
and these bodies look like they've been here for a while. You're not sure at this point if there was more stuff in, some type of medical equipment or stuff like that. But for now, it's just these bodies are hung up, and it's unfortunate and disgusting. But
Blech.
there's no tubes, nothing like you saw with the halfling earlier.
Let's move on.
The next door on the left, you end up finding it looks like almost like a wheelbarrow, a couple of them, and they're filled with it looks like some type of dark, like a medicine man's utensils. So it looks like sort of the supply room for the
butchers.
the room next door. Yeah. You can't tell. I mean, there's some possibly interesting things in there, little sharp tidbits, but nothing that really
We've got an
screams
old
at
man
you.
to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's head on to the
Okay.
soul
Back
tube.
into the main hall. You move to the end. Now you're standing against the hand railing, looking down, into this pit. You're not far up in this tower, especially now that it's sort of broken off. But you can't see the bottom from here. It's so dark, and there's still faint wisps of souls, but there's not the updraft that you had before.
We're on the slow boat.
Shit.
Yeah. You can
We
either
gotta find an elevator.
We got to find the lift.
Yeah.
you can either find the elevators, or you could try and do some
Climbing.
Like-
grappling hook
Yeah.
tossing
Yeah.
sort of.
Let's find the elevators.
Yeah.
We don't know how to work the elevators, though, right?
Right.
Right.
Let's find them anyway.
Okay. Let's find one.
So far, they've sort of worked out for you. You
Yeah.
just
They just
wait
move
for somebody
and-
to come down on them and annihilate them, and then wait for somebody else to push the button.
Or we have hostages that we apparently forgot
yeah.
about.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remembered them. Here they are.
My
Use-
my
hey,
stellar
take-
NPC
operate the
play.
elevator.
Those poor dudes. They're probably still on that elevator. Weren't they killed by like a
Something seemed like it happened.
collector psionic blast? No?
You should drink a beer, finish the last beer.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can't.
So we look for the.
I gave blood last week, and I'm still affected.
Last week.
Yeah, in as far as anyone
Last week,
listening
this
is
morning.
concerned.
That's extreme drinking. Spill your blood before you hit the beer.
It's good. It's smart. It's frugal.
Yeah. Get there quick.
Yeah. Lower your blood
Lower my
content.
tolerance.
Raise your blood alcohol content. Let's find the elevator.
Yeah.
Or the lift, as you like to say.
All right. So, yeah, that's going to be, you're going to head around the,
Right,
because there
around
was no
the-
outlets. You pretty much, unless there was hidden doors, you're going to have to go around the shaft here and find another way in. I hate that there's no better way to describe, like, what's another word? I need a synonym.
Sex tube.
For Shaft?
Yeah. What do you call the area that Darth Vader chopped Luke's hand off in? What is that?
Shaft.
Hand
All right.
receptacle.
That's even
Vertical
more
tunnel.
disgusting. Vertical tunnel.
I think shaft works great.
All right. I'll stick with shaft.
Dick body.
Anus.
Okay, so this is sort of arbitrary for you guys, but right or left?
I always say right.
Yeah, let's go right.
All right.
Right.
If you keep going in the same direction, you'll always get out of the maze, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I've used that in video games, and people don't believe me.
It totally works.
Yeah.
I've used it in mazes.
Oh yeah, the
Corn maze.
maze.
Hedge maze, yeah.
Oh, it's,
What
tis the
you call
season.
the maze maze.
All right. Do you want to go? There's 8 doors. Do you want to go to the first one on the right, or do you want to scoot around? I mean, it really doesn't make too much
I'm
difference,
going
other
first
than so
door.
I know which one you're going in. All right, first door. You scoot right along the edge of this pit. As you're approaching the first door on the right, you feel. It feels like suddenly, for just a moment, you hit 0G. Just for a sec, like your stomach jumps into your throat. You feel like a moment of queasiness, and then normality returns.
He jumped.
He did jump. It's a good thing we didn't go back to the show.
I
wonder if the
I wonder if
ship-
our ship is still
I wonder
here.
if the ship is still here, or did the ship break off like that bat that tried to go into outer space?
Or the frog. There's a frog at the last one.
Yeah.
No, it was somebody.
I love how they say it was a photobomb. Actually, it was a living thing being blasted into death by a rocket engine.
Honestly, though, what better way to go?
That's pretty heroic.
I don't know. In bed, surrounded by your loved ones, age 80.
Sleeping pills.
You guys are boring.
Close the garage door. Put on some Beatles.
All right, so you guys scoot around. You suspect that this tower has now jumped. You left behind the last you saw. It looked like the collector fleet was just collapsing.
I like that.
I'll say this outside the game. I hope we didn't get suckered into jumping on a ship that he was blasting to the other side of the galaxy. Watch this. I'll get
Just
rid of
more
these guys.
adventures for us.
We got to kill this guy first.
You scoot around to the next opening. There is no doors here. At least
Keep it
you know,
going.
yeah, you turn into this tunnel. However, matching the iron doors that you saw earlier, about 50 feet down this tunnel, which has no doors in the sidewalls, you run into another iron door. However, this one, as you lean on it, it opens. It looks like it's meant to be opened from this side as opposed to the other side. So at some point when this thing launched, it looks like some type of security lockdown happened and these doors all dropped down. Beyond that, the hallway opens up into a large circular room, but the ceiling is the same. It's like a circular chamber, but not a huge
Open.
vaulted ceiling area. Yeah, it's just a circular area. And in this room, there's conspicuously there's no paintings on any of the walls. They're just black walls, but in pools of little red light cast down from the little goth lighting fixtures that this guy has everywhere. Around the edge of this thing are life-size statues of the old guy. So this is another sort of gallery in a similar vein to what you found before, but that was like
Vein
a
is
very,
right.
very big version of this. And this is like you're not sure what type of stone
You got these
are
from
carved out of,
Masturbation Hardware.
but- yeah.
Let's fuck them up.
Right.
Somebody with a 20 I'll hit one with a sword.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
me next.
Roll your 20s.
16.
All right.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. You're taking the first available?
Yeah.
It's on the left. It looks like he's wrestling a sea serpent.
I'm
with
gonna
very
cut him in half.
realistic looking water splashing out of the base of this thing. Yeah, you cleave the sword. It's sort of awkward. You clang the sword off of the face, and a second later it goes. It like breaks.
I hit the next one with a 16.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for that one, it looks like the old man's head is on like the body of a younger man, and he's in a sprint. So he has looks like ancient Greek robes fluttering behind him. So you take a hack at the leg, and the whole thing falls over and breaks.
Can I just tip one over?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you look for a really top-heavy one, that
Yeah.
would be one that, let's see.
I'm not sure the old man ever thought that the end of Animal House would be happening to him,
Yeah.
but that's what's happening.
You find one where he is standing up with a confident smile on his face, and in above his head, almost like he's military pressing 2 plates full of naked women. So
Oh, good.
looks real top heavy.
That's
love-
dynamic tension for you.
I spit in his statue eye, and then I push him over.
It tips over and everything shatters on that one. Yeah.
Hey, get a picture of me getting a blowjob from this guy's statue.
Let's
All
break.
right, so
let's
that's
break 'em-
3.
Let's break them all. Let's break everyone in the room.
Okay.
Okay, we tip them all over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, we've
easiest
got
way.
shit to do.
Yeah, we just do it on our way.
This is a good team building exercise.
Catharsis.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it.
All right. I'm just.
This is
gonna
the
do
montage scene.
The statue
You're the
smashing
best.
montage. My favorite scene in
For
every
some reason, it's
80s
brown-eyed
movie.
girl.
All right.
Well, he's rolling dice now.
When you get
Or
to
he
the.
was.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I
no,
thought you were reaching for dice.
Nope. Nope.
Let's hear it for the
No, you
boy.
guys knock over every statue
Great.
in the room.
Can we go now?
We got the achievement.
Yeah.
Assholes.
The other end of the room just has another opening that's that leads out, continuing on down wherever this hall goes. It ends up.
Let's try it.
The elevators were at the outside or the inside? Or the
I
middle?
forget now.
It was in the. Well, you guys crossed through a large. Yeah, it was in the middle. It was in the middle. Okay, so this hall goes a short distance, ends in a T intersection. If you turn right here, it kind of heads you back towards.
Yeah, let's not do that. Right?
Unless there's an elevator in the middle there. Yeah, we don't have to. Okay, let's go left.
I'm just going to make the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You turn left and you notice
That you're all dead.
Mildred, you notice that there's a slight sort of curve to this hall. It seems to be almost following maybe the outer wall of the tunnel. And it curves around, and after just a moment, you see that invisible from where you first turned into the hall, but visible as you're passing it, part of the wall is sort of translucent, similar to the windows that you saw before, and you're able to see outside, and you stare out into just a breathtaking galactic panorama.
He's jumped.
There's like a globular galactic sort of cluster there.
Who looks at this and wants to like eat all the souls? What a colossal asshole.
Exactly. We really need to teach this fellow a lesson.
Yeah. There's
show him
new
what
shit
for.
that's come to light, man.
Yeah, you can't see any sort of movement, and you don't see any ships on the wing of this thing. You're not sure if you're in orbit or over something, or if you're stationary. You just have this sort of beautiful panorama presented there.
It's pretty.
Moving farther down this hall,
It's like a Glenishmorian night. A night.
You come
over Glenishmore.
An N night,
not
a
a
K
night.
or an M night.
The windows continue to be down on the right side. You come to a left turn, though, that wouldn't align with a doorway on the interior of the...
Just tell us where the elevators are.
So.
Come on.
But this seems like a good bet because it doesn't...
Yeah, it doesn't go all the way
It
through.
Okay, we
wouldn't
bet on
connect all the way
it then.
through.
I like it.
Yeah.
And by
Let's
bet on
try
it,
it.
I mean we walk and go through the hallway.
All right.
Door.
So you turn left,
Yeah.
and not 100 feet down this hall, adorned with paintings, which I assume you're slashings.
Yes.
You come across one of the lifts.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Hey, let's take a final break, and then we'll come back
Oh my
and
God, we're going to die.
try to kill this
Final
old
break.
asshole. For this episode, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Ken.
It's Brian Posehn and friends in quotes.
And douche, apparently.
Break. We're back.
That gets a ding?
It's just a sound marker.
Oh, okay.
That's sort of an Asian vibe to that ding.
It sounded churchy to me.
Churchy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't get a ding for not being racist? That could have been a racist comment.
Hey, fried chicken can't drive.
I didn't say Oriental. Yeah, so you guys are at the base. So yeah.
So now we gotta try the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're at an elevator.
Door
The
open?
base, we're gonna work
open,
the shaft.
close.
This is Blackie needs to do his thing where he tries to roll above. a
Blackie
certain
rolls
thing.
intelligence die.
Intelligence-wise.
Sure, I'll try it.
We should send somebody in the back entrance while we work the shaft.
All right,
Before
so
we send you to hell, old man, I'm going to send you to hell.
Oh my god!
I have one of my daily powers is the shocker.
Unfortunately, the old man doesn't have a pink.
well, this is this has been an
One in the gray
exercise
and two in the grayer.
in futility so far. I'm trying to think of how you could hack this Gibson, Blackie. How are you going to do this?
Maybe we have a Hail Mary here where we all try and then someone's intuition just kicks in and they're able to do it. We all get one.
I'm an elevator genius.
You know what you could
is
do?
like my dream.
Let's do. I'm going to have you.
I'm going to pray to Bahamut.
I'm going to pray to Bahamut that we see this guy and kill him before this episode's over.
All right.
Well, that's not.
And this may be. This is probably a good time to pray, Sir Richard, and for you if you've momentarily if Amarth is adopting Bahamut.
Yeah, I found God if it'll kiss this asshole.
That's something. Sir Richard is not a satisfied missionary right now.
I've seen men like him that will turn with the way the wind blows.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
I'm
the
banging
fuck
on
are
the
you
elevator.
talking about?
I'm banging on the elevator.
Anyway,
I'm
the
touching
elevator.
It, I'm stroking. I'm like trying to get it to open.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll those Hail Marys right now. Blackie, roll a. What's your intelligence?
It is an 18.
All right, so that 20, 18. That was and you're 15. We made a 14.
that was strength.
Yeah, so I'm just trying
Oh
to.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
So I think you're 18. We could make a 17, 16. Oh boy, we're juggling fourth versus second stats here. We'll make it a 17 because this elevator's a real bitch, and you deserve that extra.
18.
What? Okay, so he needed a 17 or below, and he rolled an 18.
But 18 is my actual 4th edition intelligence.
Nah, it's not good enough. Welcome to 4th edition. Okay, so
Like
and then
sucking the dish.
I'm gonna roll.
Let me take a
edition.
Hail Mary to see if Bahamut will work through my.
He's
my
Hail
body.
Marrying us.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
Hail Marrying you right now.
I'll
Whoa,
Hail
look at
Mary
that.
every one of you in a second. Let me get my high heels on.
That's the King Mary.
Okay. Is it Prince Albert? Okay. All right. So you are banging on the elevator like Zoolander on the computer, looking for the files. You are praying to Bahamut. Amarth, you're sort of what is an Amarth prayer to Bahamut? What does that sound like mentally for you?
It's like a little kid's prayer to God.
It's just please
Please let me kill this old man.
Yeah.
I really, 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 really want this.
I want Spider-Man doll, and I want you to beat up that guy that was not nice to me. And send my
Okay.
stepdad to hell. And tell my
So
mom to get me what I want for Christmas.
still going. But this is actually being mumbled.
I want
Does
to
he
get
know?
chocolate wasted.
Does he know that he's mumbling this prayer? I wonder.
That's Ambien.
I don't know, but he's adorable.
Lasagna. It's
right.
like Mario during the during the break screens, the pause screens. Spaghetti. Lasagna.
That's when
Blackie, you're checking the door for any sort of inputs, but it just seems featureless. Mildred, you're searching for more like a physical indentation or any sort of pressure plate or anything that you could trip.
I want a puppy.
And you do the.
No, I'm trying to mentally connect with the elevator.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I want a super big gulp.
Gonna throw another Hail Mary. Well, Martha's. All right. And
I want Riddick to come over and give me a lap dance.
and as you're
It's pretty bright in here.
your prayer to Bahamut ends, and you take like sort of a pregnant pause and open your eyes. You ask for Riddick to come give you a lap dance.
What? I didn't say anything like that.
Bahamut knows.
You reach like a peak of concentration, and you almost feels like you pressed a mental elevator button. And Blackie, this is all at the same time. Blackie, you
I got cocky.
sort of get not a detect magic necessarily, but more of just an impression that there's an access point off to the side, and you're sort of, drawing your fingers across it. And at that moment, the elevator, the lift slides down into view.
Does a Marth cry out Riddick as it arrives?
Well, you all,
Thank you, Riddick.
And Bart is looking
Do
at
we
all of
see
you
feet?
like, what
I'm
the
just
fuck?
looking at the thing, tipping my head and shrugging.
You.
Do we see feet? What do we see?
No, it's just an empty lift.
Oh, okay.
It's Riddick.
Let's get in it.
Are you afraid of the dark?
That's half the job.
Yeah.
Thanks, Riddick.
You're all in great. Thank Bahamut. I think no one at all.
Thanks, Muhammad, for giving me Riddick.
So you guys move to get on the elevator, and before Amarth, since you're sort of the farthest one back from the elevator, where you were sort of praying and pacing, you're no sooner have you got crossed the threshold of this thing than it lurches into motion.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to make a sort of a dive into this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your dex? What's your 4th edition dex?
It's
Tarity.
12.
Questionable. I'm going to say that's an...
Dex terrible.
I feel like 20, 21, 18, so...
Hey, pretend I did a really funny
maybe
joke
like
about chicks with decks.
10. All right. So you're going to do... it's not terribly... You're just big. That's the only problem. So you're going to do a relatively easy dex check. Like a plus... Do like a plus 3 dex check, assuming your 2nd edition dexterity is 10. So you need to roll a d20. You need a 13 or under. Now, Brian, before you roll, this is sort of an important roll. Gerry sensed this, and he just put his phone down because he wants to see what happens here. It's a simple thing, but you don't want to miss this elevator, and you don't want to get on board the elevator with one of your legs hanging off the edge. Oh, he's trickling it. You need a 13 or less on this 20-sided.
Yep.
He's in. He rolled a 7.
All right.
Now he's on the elevator and farting.
Sometimes the most inane things can be the most critical. Nobody knows this better than Gerry.
Oh, I've missed a lot of them.
All right.
Going up or down?
It's going up. So you see it moving, and you take a couple really large strides and just throw yourself up towards the ceiling and just tuck into a ball. And as the thing seals off the opening, you bring your feet up to your chest, and now you're on the elevator.
Nice.
Cool.
Unfortunately, I'm still standing outside. No, not really.
I had you sort of in the middle of them,
Yeah.
position-wise, so I figured you had hopped on. But okay, so the lift is not its signature smooth ride. It's a little bit more herky-jerky now. So maybe everything doesn't run as well now that it's a mobile.
Sorry, guys. I kind of shot things up a little bit.
But you see the openings of the floors going like past. That's right. But the elevator is accelerating. That's right.
Enter Sandman!
To the point where the passing of the floors and the motion of the column that you're standing on top of is it's creating there's a significant sort of breeze being generated now, and as the floors are going.
We're going to Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I know. Charlie, I want you to have the factory. We burst through the glass.
Yeah, there's definitely like an intent here, and this is also for sure not triggered by any of you guys or any of your various means of accessing the elevator.
He's bringing us up, though.
So, real quick,
Let's get ready for this guy.
before we do the next round or two of action, this thing's going up at a mind-bendingly fast runaway elevator status right here, pace. What are you guys doing on the elevator, like position-wise, or
I'm gonna jam something into the wall.
Yeah.
like out the door? So
Yeah, or through, just to try to stick
Want
a
to just
sword into
just
the side.
get caught immediately and you'll just keep going.
I don't know. Pretty strong.
Can
Because you're not sure. Right now, there's a bunch of possibilities here. The thing, Willy
Yeah, we
Wonka's.
just get to the top and stop.
Or it just stops.
I put my helmet.
Even if it stops, our force is going to continue to carry us.
Correct. Yeah.
For quite a ways
So
into
can we,
whatever is above us.
Yeah,
Which is just the ceiling. Like you.
Yeah, just the ceiling.
we try to like anchor ourselves to the floor somehow.
Yeah, or can we punch through the floor?
Well, no, because it's just
there's
a
not.
cylinder of stone. Yeah.
But can we anchor?
I think we can
anchor to the
jam
floor?
something into the.
Yeah, the edges.
I'm going to suggest we put our helmets on, our little bubble helmets.
Is
Just
there
in case we go
something
into outer
can
space.
Do so that we shove something out the door, the next door that pops up. That'll just.
Yeah, but if it bounces
Break
back,
it.
it's going to boomerang
Yeah.
and kill us all.
Are you kidding?
yeah.
Our arthritis magnetically sealed.
I don't know about anchoring yourself, but you could. You might be able to brace for some type of sudden stop of the elevator or something.
Yeah.
How much gap is there between the floor and the wall of the elevator? As it is herky jerky and bouncing around now, is there an opportunity to like
Jam something in
feed
there.
a line of rope to stop?
No, because it's not loose and shaky. It's just sort of the drive feels a little off, but it's still got that seamless sort of.
So we just wait it out.
I bless the group.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
could
press
blow a hole
all
in
the
it, dude.
floors. Fuck it.
Or down. Or sideways. I don't know.
Hold on, I got to roll a Hail Mary for Blackie. He's trying to access the elevator.
there
These are
anything we-
true Hail Marys, by
Nothing
the way.
we can grab onto. Wedge a sword into the side of it and hang onto that.
No,
There's no side because aren't the sides the actual?
What if we use
elevator?
isometric pressure and press each other against the walls?
I might take a shot at the controls.
Yeah.
But there are no controls.
Well, the
The
sort
mental
of
controls?
All right.
But I don't want to do that and have it.
But that's what I'm
bounce
saying. We
around.
could try and do the same thing we did to start it and to think about it going.
Do maybe lean against the wall.
Think about it.
On the
Yeah.
count of three, everybody think stop. 1, 2, 3.
No, nothing.
Okay.
What's that? We're
Did
at it,
you?
yeah. I want to see
we're
what
getting
happens.
Flagged?
Yeah, I mean,
Brian always wants. If Brian had his way, every episode would end right after the cliffhanger wasn't a cliffhanger anymore.
It's true.
that's true. We can't talk about it, but yeah, I'm Breaking Bad.
I haven't.
2
watched
weeks
it
ago.
yet. I haven't watched it yet.
I wanted to see.
I can't
Pass.
believe Jesse killed Skylar.
Yeah,
All right, so I guess this
I want to
is
see how
plus,
much.
I just rolled for you taking a shot at the controls. I just rolled a pretty remarkable roll, but now I don't want to tell you what happens.
No, I want to.
'Cause now we have to wait and see.
No, we're
let's-
not. 5
look,
more
I'm
minutes.
I'm trying to stand in the grace of Bahamut, and
Blaine has to go in a
we
little
can go
bit,
back.
but
Yeah,
let's,
we gotta go.
This is the perfect break.
No,
So
it's not.
I took a shot at the wall, and we'll find out what happens next time.
No, fuck that. 5 more minutes.
No, we gotta go.
can't tell you.
The garage is gonna close on him.
What
can't tell
garage?
He's in a parking garage that closes. I didn't make it up.
The one downstairs?
No, I'm at a lot up the street.
All right.
It's better this way. It's more exciting.
Well,
See?
everybody I tried. I feel like I do that for the listener. It's like because I know the listener when we start to wind up, I know he's like, God damn it, and so I feel like I'm doing for them.
But
Well-
isn't it sort of tough love?
Yeah,
It's for the
I
good
took
of-
a shot at the controls. We'll find out what
Look, all this
happens.
time we spent talking about it, we could have gone.
All right. Thanks for listening. Blaine, where are you this weekend?
I think I'm going to be doing a Derby Dolls roller derby on the 28th, if that's this week.
Well, yeah. That's
Okay.
what we're talking about.
All right, perfect.
And then
Where are you going to be, Triangly? Wow, with Kipadada at the Riviera. Oh my God, that sounds like a great show. Oh, and Penn and Teller later that weekend. And don't forget to watch Monk Coded.
I'm in Victoria, BC, Thursday night for the Victoria Comedy Festival. And then Friday, I will be in San Francisco with Bob and David
At the Victor Victoria Festival.
at the Palace of Fine Arts. And we're going to turn to the Palace of Fun Farts.
More like your pal's ass.
Fun Farts. And then the next day we're in Portland at Powell's Books during the day to sign our book. Hollywood Said No. That's right. Our book is called Hollywood Said No. It's on Amazon and places you get books. And then that night we're doing a show in Portland. Thanks. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com